Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. Today we're tasting the Glenfarclas Christmas Edition, vintage 2015, bottled 2025. It's roughly 65 euros here in Central Europe. It's uncolored, unchill filtered, and is bottled with a hefty 50% ABV. And this is the difference, I think, to former Christmas edition bottlings from Glenfarclas. And in former times, these Glenfarclas Christmas editions had been distilled on December 24th, typically. And with the years, well, the amount of whiskies necessary for all the connoisseurs had grown a lot, so they didn't had enough for the 24th of December for all the connoisseurs. So they changed the bottling to whiskies which were distilled in December. So this one is from December 2015 and bottled in 2025. So it's not 10 years old. It's 9 years and several months. The Glenfarclas Distillery is famous for its sherry cask matured whiskies, and they mature, the older ones, or the bottled in former years, are maturing in Dunnage Warehouses, means that they have not concrete floor, but soil floor with a little bit more of moisture in it, a little damp, the height not too high. I've seen, when I was last there, they built some new warehouses which are higher today, so that they have more than 3 casks stapled on each other. But this one comes still from the old Dunnage Warehouses. Yeah, this is a very good and very good present for whiskey connoisseurs. So if you have your uncle and he's fond of whiskey, so this is a very good present for him. It is for Christmas. Yeah, the label is as most of the Glenfarclas, higher value Glenfarclas whiskies, but the label shows some Christmas tree and a star and writing Christmas edition on it. And this is bottle 51 of 3,600. So there are not too many of those bottles on the market, and you have to be quite fast to get your fingers on one of these bottles. 50% ABV. This time I'm going to have it neat. I'm tasting neat up to 50% ABV, and accidentally I had 57 this year, and sometime I had some whiskies up to 53, but 53 is the limit I typically would like to have. That's then too strong, and here in this case 50% is quite fine. And wow, what a good cork. And sherry, 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 lots of sherry. Yeah, little sweetness on the cork. So here we go. Intense sherry, of course. Glenfarclas is famous for its 100% sherry cask maturation, which is not true. I once had one with a port wine cask maturation. So there are some casks at Glenfarclas which are not sherry casks. Yeah, then there's, of course, malty notes. That's a malt whiskey. But then spices arise from the casks. And all sherry casks, if you are quite fresh, have these nuttiness, nut aromas. And yeah, here you have this Christmas cake aroma in it as well. Yeah, cheers. intense, sherry, some chocolate note, spiciness, becoming drier, yeah. Some dark berries, some vanilla notes, toffee, caramel, toffee, and big intensity. So this demands for water. Down approximately to 40. Some berries arising. Orange peel. Having it diluted is much better. Friendly, not that intense, not that attacking in your mouth. Yeah. Oranges, spiciness, some chocolate in the aftertaste. So this is a big, bald Glenfarclas. And if you look at the color, there is not too much first fill sherry casks in it. There is, otherwise we wouldn't have that nuttiness and not this dark fruitiness. But the color is not that dark that you have 50% first fill, say 30% or less. There is still sherry cask maturation, but refilled sherry casks. So the wood is that what counts with these refill casks. Yeah. Yep. Very well done. I like it. Catch you next time.